Hey, what's poppin', guys and dolls? I'm So, and today I thought I'd bring you a Draw My Life video to celebrate my first 100 subscribers. Thank you all so much for subbing to my channel and for watching me. I really appreciate it. I just crossed 14,000 views, which is really incredible. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and let's get into it. So I was born into a family of 6 people. My dad's not actually bald, sorry. My mom, my older brother, who's also a pretty tall guy, and then me. I have the weird curly hair, so I'm just going to draw myself like that. And then my 2 younger brothers, who are taller than me also. Okay, so I was born on February 20th, which is during the Winter Olympics that year, and when I was born, my mom told me that the doctor had to cut my hair because it was so long, and every time the nurses would bring me back from the infant unit, I would have a different hairstyle because they liked to play with my hair since it was already so long. My mom thought it was cute at first, but after a while she got annoyed with it because it was so cold outside. She was afraid I was going to catch, something from it being so cold. So she told them to stop. My dad still is a big musician. He plays piano, so music is always a big part of my life. Even growing up, he would tell me stuff I didn't understand yet about chord symbols and first inversion and everything, but when I got into band in 6th grade, I played soprano clarinet, and I really loved it. It was just great to finally be able to understand this thing called music that I had heard about all my life, and I just had fun, learning the little easy songs and going from there. So I got to 7th grade. I had been in chorus for a year at that point, and I sang the alto part. And I played bass clarinet, which became my favorite instrument. So I'll draw a bass clarinet for you. No thumb keys because that's a little bit too hard, and the stand's in the wrong place. Okay. So that's a little bit about my early family life and how I got started into music. When 2006 rolled around, I graduated from high school, and then became a big question of what I was going to do with my life. I always wanted to do music. I actually went to school for a year at a university and studied music for a little while. I should do more lines than that, but that's alright. Okay, so fast forward a few more years, in the year 2011, I started to really get into cosplay, and September 4th was a really important day in my life. Is when I first picked up the ocarina. I'm going to try to draw an ocarina for you here. It's not going to be exactly accurate, but you get the idea. So I was at Dragon Con 2011 on that day, September 4th, and I bought a $25 plastic Zelda ocarina because, as most people know, Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, is the first exposure a lot of people have to ocarina, and that was mine. So I heard this little flute instrument being played in the dealer's room, and I was just like, what's up with that? I had no idea what was going on. And I eventually found the table and bought a little of $25. So from there, I started this channel on December 25th. ...2011, which was a couple months later, because on that day I received something pretty interesting that most YouTubers need, which was a laptop computer. It's not a great drawing, but you get the idea. So I decided that I was going to be like many of my Ocarina friends and start uploading Ocarina videos whenever I could. And I did. I did any song I could get my hands on the sheet music for. I had first learned to read tabs, and I'm not going to draw any tabs because that's going to be too much, but I first learned to play using tablature and then figured out how to read sheet music on Ocarina, so that way any sheet music I got my hands on I can learn to play on Ocarina, and that's been very important for me. And any Ocarina players watching this, I advise you to do the same. Maybe start off with tablature, but then eventually get to learn sheet music that way. So I started uploading videos to YouTube. It was great fun. I really enjoyed it. I got some good feedback, got nice comments, and I kept going from there. Some other things I'd like to mention about my life that had come right before I started my YouTube channel. I had never dated anyone really in high school. Just a personal choice. There was nobody I really, really liked enough to commit to. But there was one man that changed that for me. We started dating on October, let's say 30th, somewhere around there, 2011. 2011 apparently was a very important year for me. So, we met at RoundCon in Columbia, South Carolina. We still pass the hotel all the time and talk about it. But, we started dating. We went to MegaCon. We've been to a bunch of cons together. MegaCon was pretty important. And then on January 31st, it was 2011, wasn't it?
I think so.
2000, it might have been 2012. But anyway, January 1st, 2015, we got married. As far as our actual engagement date, we're currently not sure of that. He's laughing behind the camera. But January 1st, 2015 is when we officially tied the knot. And we actually did tie a knot during our ceremony. That's the best part, but and more about that later.
You played Ocarina.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. There's an actual video on my channel, in case you haven't seen it yet, that shows of him posing me. So I'll put a link to that in the description as well. That's 2 links I owe you guys in the description now. But we got married on January 1st, 2015, in front of a lake in Somerville, South Carolina. I can't spell. And it was just a beautiful day. There's the lake. It's actually a lot bigger than that. It looks kind of like an ocarina. And there are a bunch of trees, and here's us. Woohoo, we're married. We're about the same height, right? So that's cool. Okay. And let's see what else I can talk about. Since playing Ocarina, I've been able to travel and done just a few things that I never thought I'd be able to do, which is part of the reason why I love the instrument so much. I went to Dallas, Texas, which was my first time on an airplane. So for those of you who are familiar with U.S. geography, I'm going to do a really crappy drawing of South Carolina. And then I live, say, right around here somewhere. And then Texas is farther than this, but again, this is my drawing skills. So I went all the way to Dallas, which I'm not sure where Dallas is, but we're just going to say it's right here. And that was my first time on an airplane. First time traveling by myself. Okay, so I took an airplane. Whee! Whoa. To Dallas, Texas. It was my first time flying, my first time traveling alone. And I went to Houston and then went to Dallas, and I met many of my friends there, and I played the Queen of the Night Symphony on my ocarina. And a lot of people seemed to enjoy it. It was a really great time. And like I said, I never thought I'd have an excuse to get on an airplane, so it was a great thing for me. I've also been from South Carolina all the way out. I have no idea what Oregon looks like, but it's kind of a square, right? So I'm just gonna... Sorry, Washington State, but you're getting appropriated a little bit. So I also went out to Seattle. I think Seattle's on the coast, isn't it? Let's say it's right there. I really should look up geography before I did this. So I took another plane. Whee! Looks like a flower. Out to Seattle, Washington recently, and that was the farthest I'd ever been away from home. But it was a blast. I met a bunch of new people. I've also been up to Maryland. Oh boy, I'm gonna get so much hate for this in the comments, but it's okay. I've also been up to Maryland, which is not quite as far. We actually drove up there, and I do not know. I think Baltimore's kind of in the middle of the state, but I guess up to Baltimore for Ecom, which is the East Coast Ocarina Meetup. East Coast Ocarina Meetup. And we just had a bunch of fun. We grilled out. This was between Dallas and Seattle. We grilled out and we just played ensemble. There are videos on Facebook if anybody knows me personally where you can see that. So that was a lot of fun. Something another YouTuber said that I kind of agree with here is that these videos do not tell the entire story of my life, which is true. It's only been a little bit so far. I'm only 30 years old. And I hope that many other things come to pass in my Ocarina life. And I've been playing the Ocarina since 2011, which makes it 7 years this year. So it's only part of the way. So I hope you guys stick with me and see the rest of the journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And stay tuned for the rest of my Ocarina journey. And I hope you all enjoy your day. Thank you so much for watching. And until I catch you next, may the road rise to meet you. Take care. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Please leave me a comment below to request a song that I could play for you in the future. I really appreciate everything y'all have done for me. Thank you so very much for all the support and the love. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.